Alright. This one really reads as the following. Am I the asshole for not releasing my dead brother's letters?
What? What do you mean not releasing?
Wait and see, darling. I am 8 years older than my brother, Jabari. We were not that close growing up. I saw him more like a baby. I ended up spending lots of time taking care of him. At 18, I moved out to live with my boyfriend at the time as our relationship started to become serious. Jib was at home with my parents and was 10 years old at the time. Fast forward a year later, and my parents were murdered in a traffic accident. Jib has recently turned 11. So I moved out of my boyfriend's house and into my parents' house. I ended up taking a job taking care of Jib, and as a result, my relationship with my boyfriend deteriorated. Jib and I had a very pious upbringing, so I did my best to raise him in the same way I was. I was my Jib's closest person that he would vent to, and he came to me with every problem he had, one of which was a very taboo attraction. Now, of course, we began to brainstorm the solution. I confided to my friend our problem. She told us of this course that Jib could take to fix that. Obviously, we were crazy about that, and I enrolled him immediately. The course ended up being a success, and we continued to live happily. At that point, Jib was turning 16, so he began to look for jobs. His search was cut short when he was hit with something pretty nasty. Sadly, after fighting for a few months, Jib moved on to the next life. He left letters for many friends and family, and left them for me to send them after he died. After he died, I read the letters as they were all handwritten, and he kept me close to him. Sadly, he talked about a certain taboo topics in most of them, and my family is very conservative. I handed out a few letters to some of his friends, but I ended up burning the ones left from family. The impact that the letters could have had on me and his image in this life would have been severe, and he can easily tell everyone, the rest of the family, what he wants to tell them in the afterlife. He left one letter to a very close friend of mine, and I handed it to her. I told her what the deal was with the other letters, and she was less happy about, to say the least. She said she wouldn't expose what I told her to anyone, but that I should come clean myself. As far as I'm concerned, whatever he wants to tell people is not as urgent in this life, and we can just avoid problems by telling others after they pass. I want a third opinion if I'm the asshole for burning these letters.
Was it your call? Taboo or
They're in
not, it
his
wasn't
possession.
your call. I mean, yeah, but it's a final wish thing. So this all boils down to: are you willing, truly willing? I had a straight hair there going. Are you truly willing to fulfill someone's final wish? And this is really awkward because I'm like half balancing bird on shoulder. Hey, buddy. Finn says hi.
So we
There's some.
Okay, so there is some speculation here. Some people say it's gay conversion. I read it as an incestual relationship. So he had feelings for his sister.
I
because
kind of heard
being
it as something
gay
possible pedo.
Isn't a it's not a taboo. You know, that's not taboo.
It is hard to not know the content, being that it is left up for our imaginations. I think it comes down to, it's possible the content could be bad enough. When you hear conservative family, you hear taboo. Yeah, it could be gay conversion, whatever. And then it's like, okay, is that really? It's 2020, like whatever. Get woke, bro. But if the content is bad enough, then I might say, you know what, that makes a lot more sense. And apparently they're gonna go to like a Jonathan Edwards seance anyway, because you're just leaving him in the afterlife. Remember, that was a solid suggestion on their part.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely dependent on what. I agree. Like Female Gamer says, if it was a confession that I'm attracted to men, then yeah, you're a fucking asshole. But if it was I'm attracted to children, well, maybe not so much.
Yeah. Did I didn't catch if he said that he read the letters.
He did.
He did.
Hmm.
I think he said he read some of them. I don't know that he read all of them.
He read all of them and he burned the ones that were to
He showed
close
some to
family.
friends. That's right. Yeah, he read all of them, showed some to friends, and burned the ones for the family. Yeah.
And the family is uber conservative, uber religious, uber pious, and like, while I kind of agree with the sentiment of, and maybe I'm just an outlier here with this opinion, but with the sentiment of, well, pious, therefore probably gay. Both my parents are pastors. I would challenge you to find more pious individuals. And they would not give a shit. What are you doing, Burp?
That I mean, to be fair, and with all due respect, that is two people in the pastoral community. There's a lot of judgment in segments of the Christian community, whatever, where the judgment would be very heavy because people act Christian and not Christ-like.
And I concur, but like the entirety of the Lutheran Church has gone so far as to say that homosexuals can be ordained. The Catholic Church has said that homosexuality, we're not huge on it anymore, but we're still not like super against it anymore.
Like everything else in Catholicism, we just don't talk about it.
Yeah, like the Pope has, well, to be fair, the Pope has also said that me, as someone who's a non-believer, if I live a good life, I can still get into heaven. So
Pope's
I don't know what
badass.
the fuck is
God, I
going.
love this fucking Pope.
I love
I have no idea what's going on
Pope.
with you Catholics anymore.
We don't know either.
Yeah.
And Finn is screaming in my ear, so I'm gonna say that context defines asshole, and I'm gonna bring Finn back upstairs.
Yeah, it depends on the context. I mean, because yeah, that's
So he
wrong.
may be an asshole. Maybe.
Yeah, I'm at like.
I'm gonna hold it like this.
Yeah.
So what? Yeah, but even if, I mean, if you,
Dom's not happy with this. He wants us to commit.
it's a tricky one because I instantly read it as like an incestuous relationship, and like, if would you really want, like, so poor guy's dead, right? And now you're going to tell something potentially to the parents that will really maybe poison their view on their child, of which they could.
Also, though, if they're having if he's having an incestuous relationship, then
he had the like I read it as it had the feelings because they sent him to this camp to sort it out or whatever. So they did
I
something.
think, and that's usually gay conversion, though. I don't know that you do that sort of a thing for a pedophile. I think that's different.
yeah. It definitely sounds like gay conversion, but
Yeah.
I've never heard in a case where like some like the only like incest that like I hear of is like SA, trigger word, so sexual assault. So that's where like that only comes in, and then I've heard like where if that happens and it's like a parent or something, then they send them to conversion camp, and it's like this whole like, you know, I watch a lot of weird documentaries, man, but like, yeah, I just there's not enough information. I need more info. I need more context. I need more like.
Yeah, there needs to be more context on this one, for sure.
Well, let's vote, and then I want to know what the thread said.
So
Right? Yeah, I'm very curious.
So yeah, it was an interesting one for sure. I'm gonna wait for Sippy with his fucking birds to finally come back.
Okay, so yeah, I guess the way I guess maybe what Dom you were getting at is maybe it's not what was in the letters. It was about whether he was protecting his parents' view of their son.
Yeah.
Whether it was he was gay, he was into Nazi ponies, or into his sister. Regardless, if his parents were going to be super freaked out and judgmental and shitty about it, why make his passing worse? But I mean, I'm not saying their views are correct, but it would taint their view, I guess.
Which there are differing schools of thought. You got the Matrix, ignorance is bliss school of thought, and you've got the whole like, do the parents deserve to pay for the sins of the son for the rest of their life? They didn't do it. I mean, do they deserve to preserve an image of their son that is innocent? And that's a difference of opinion that I can see arguments both ways.
And I mean, you know, everybody will say that a parent should never have to bury their child, right? So why should you pile on to that, even if you, because he never expressed what his view was on it, right?
Yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah, hold
parents
on.
are dead.
Nessa said, yeah, parents died. That's right.
Parents
Oh.
died first.
That's
Oh.
right. That's right.
Oh.
Good catch.
They died in a car
In a
accident.
car accident.
Oh, I missed that. My bad.
So it's aunts and uncles then, or something.
Maybe
So-
he doesn't. I don't know. Let's vote.
No worries. Let's
vote.
So yeah, let's get a vote. Can I get rid of hands for not the arsehole?
I'm gonna go for it.
And
Context.
asshole.
Context.
Okay.
And
So,
then context.
so yeah, there is some
Context.
information missing here, and I did my best to track it down. So some people read it as gay conversion therapy. Some people presumed that his passing on something nasty happened, that he killed himself. And there were a group of people who thought it was indeed incestuous. So it's
Am I the only one who went pedo? Am I fucked up in that thought process?
No, I discussed that. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
so
Not cool, but I mean,
Yeah.
as a result of it, people did vote asshole because it's basically people thought it was gay conversion therapy and therefore just went along with that presumption and the fact that it was religious. But yeah, if I find out more information next week or there's a follow-up, I will let you know. And we can go from there. But thank you for contributing to that one, as it was more of a heavier topic. So, without that,
even Finn said context. I don't know if you got that from one of his brackets, but that's what he's saying.
I have to contact my production